Good evening, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of Final Score Friday. Lane and Sean here again with a little bit of everything tonight, including a look back at BCU's quarterfinal game earlier today at the A10 tournament and a look ahead to tomorrow night's semifinals.
And even a little college football as Randolph-Macon had their second and last home game of the season already tonight. But we begin with the Dominion District matchup between MONACAN and LC Bird. The Chiefs surprised everyone but themselves with last week's romp over Manchester. Could they do it again against an LC Bird team that was shut out against Powhatan? Let's pick it up with MONACAN leading 7-0. Last play of the first quarter is MONACAN's Elijah McLeod on the sweep. He tosses it back to Tyler Hensley, who was lined up wide right, and Hensley tosses it across the field to Victor Buddha for the short touchdown. It's 13-0 MONACAN. In the second, it's McLeod takes it up the middle for a 10-yard touchdown to pad the Chiefs' lead to 20-0. Later in the second, LC Bird down by 14. Hensley up top to Kaijon Pettis. 42-yard touchdown. MONACAN was up 27-6 at the half, and they improved to 2-0 on the year as they defeated LC Bird 34-20 the final. Out in the West End for Hermitage hosting Glen Allen, the Jaguars trying to go 3-0 for the first time in school history. However, David Bedwell of the Panthers looking to improve to 2-0 on this young season. Second quarter, 4th and 1 for the Jags, and they get stopped by the Panthers front line, started by Elijah Alexander. It was tied 0-0 at the break. Third quarter, Hermitage would go for it on 4th down. Nigel James stopped in the backfield for a loss. Panthers get 0.
Anybody?
They got 0 points on the drive. Later in the third, Glen Allen quarterback Jordan Greenhouse gets sacked by Marcus Torres. Fourth quarter, still scoreless. Here's a touchdown. Nigel James goes 50 yards down the sidelines. Panthers led 7-0 at that point. Will get a late field goal to improve to 2-0 after a 10-7 win over the Fighting Jags.
We head out to Powhatan, where the Chiefs look to build on last week's shutout of LC Bird. They hosted Manchester tonight. Lancers surprisingly handled by MONACAN last week. Manchester, though, gets on the board here. A 20-yard touchdown run from Ramon Brown gives them a 7-0 lead. Powhatan strikes back. Chase Gaines picks off the pass, and he's gone 65 yards in the other direction for the score, and we are tied at 7. Then Mitchell Johnson with a run down inside the 10. Tough yards right there. That would set up a Hans Ream 2-yard touchdown run. Was tied at 14 at the half, and Manchester holds on at the end with a late interception as they win 28-23 over the Indians.
Back out to the West End where Deep Run hosted Freeman. The Wildcats were not exactly impressive in their win over J.R. Tucker last Saturday. We pick it up in the third quarter. Freeman down 26-0. It would not get shut out. Cole Brinks scores from 4 yards out with missed a 2-point conversion and trail 26-6. Here comes Bo Kite of the Wildcats. Gets a huge gain down inside the 5. That will lead to Kite calling his own number and scores from 5 yards out to increase the lead to 33-6. To the 4th, same score, Kendall Hummer almost untouched for the touchdown to make it 40-6 Deep Run. Douglas Freeman will get a touchdown late, but will fall as they are now 0-2 on the year, 40-13 the final.
Up to Hanover, where the 6th-ranked Patriots and Patrick Henry on the road at Hanover tonight. Hawks got an overtime win last week for first-year head coach Sam Rogers in his debut. 16-14 Patrick Henry early third quarter. 3rd and 15 at the 39. Jordan Allen pass to Shamar Williams. Big hit by Hanover's Joshua Smithson. That forces a 4th down punt. Next possession, Hawks on their own 20. Emery Farmer with a 35-yard run, but the drive would stall. The Hawks would have to punt there. Patriots are 2-0 as they beat Hanover tonight 22-14 the final.
Up in Charlottesville tonight, the GOOCHLAND Bulldogs on the road at ALBEMARLE. GOOCHLAND opened with a big win at Amelia last week, and they started strong. CJ Towles up top to Cameron Holman, 50-yard touchdown. GOOCHLAND up 7-0. Later is Connor Populars right up the middle, bouncing off a couple of tackles and is in for the score to make it 14-0 GOOCHLAND. And then Ian Pace, how about a little defensive touchdown, the pick 6 for the Bulldogs, who led 20-0 at that point, and they would roll 27-0 the final, winning on the road.
When we come back, we'll take you downtown to the A10 tournament and the Rams in the A10 quarterfinals. You're watching Final Score Friday on CBS 6.